Hi, I'm Matthew Lapp, host of Matthew Lapp Train Guy. Also today, I'm at the Sparks Heritage Museum in Sparks, Nevada. The Sparks Heritage Museum is located on 965 Victorian Avenue in Sparks, Nevada, which it is near Victorian Square. It all began in 1985 and to dedicate the history of the city's heritage. Also, the park across the street is a railroad park known as James C. Lillard Railroad Park. The park was constructed in 1976 as part of our country's bicentennial celebration, named after James Lillard, and he is a former mayor of Sparks, Nevada as well. The park features a lot of items that serve the Southern Pacific Railroad, which includes a narrow gauge steam engine, two standard gauge cabooses, and a business car as well. What you see right behind me, Southern Pacific 8.
Southern Pacific 8 was built by Baldwin in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1907 and is the 314/45 steam locomotive built by that factory and is a 460 10-wheeler type steam locomotive and is an NG2 class steam locomotive. This locomotive was originally built for the Nevada, California, Oregon Railway in Reno, Nevada, and this is the original number it had. And it worked that railroad, and it worked as a freight or passenger engine many years ago. Also, the locomotive and its sisters were nicknamed the Desert Princesses for riding along the deserts of Nevada and California. Then, in 1929, it was sold to the Southern Pacific Railroad. Then, in 1925, the Nevada, California, Oregon merged to the Southern Pacific Railroad, and the locomotive was used on the narrow gauge part of the Southern Pacific Railroad, and it kept the number. Then later on it was retired, and in 1955 it was donated to the Nevada State Railroad Museum in Carson City, Nevada. And then in 1986 it was put on a long-term loan to the city of Sparks, Nevada from the Nevada State Railroad Museum in Carson City, Nevada, and has been placed on display at the Sparks Heritage Museum in Lillard Park, where it is today. Also, Southern Pacific 8 is one of 9 surviving Southern Pacific 460s left in the world today, and 3 surviving narrow gauge Southern Pacific steam engines. And 8 is owned by the Nevada State Railroad Museum in Carson City, Nevada, and it can be found here adjacent to the Sparks Heritage Museum in Sparks, Nevada, where it can be seen today. And also you can even visit the engine's cab and even sit where the engineer and fireman used to sit and even ring the locomotive's bell.
And that's how it's done. What you see right behind me, Southern Pacific 1153.
Southern Pacific 1153 was built by Southern Pacific Railroad Shops in Sacramento, California, sometime between 1940 and 1942, and is a C40-3 class caboose. This caboose spent many years on the Southern Pacific Railroad and was used on the back end of freight trains as the train crew's office many years ago. Then later on, the car was retired and was then acquired by the Sparks Heritage Museum, as it's displayed adjacent to in Sparks, Nevada, where it is seen today. And also you can even visit the interior of the car as well.
What you see right behind me is Southern Pacific 1857.
Southern Pacific 1857 was built by the International Car Company in Kenton, Ohio in 1970 and is a C50-3 Class Bay window type caboose. This car was used on the back end of freight trains many years ago on the railroad as the train crew's office. Then later on, the car was retired and was then acquired by the Sparks Heritage Museum, as it sits displayed adjacent to in this spot. And also you can even visit the interior of the car as well.
What you see right behind me, Southern Pacific 132.
Southern Pacific 132 was built by the Pullman in 1911 and is a heavyweight business car. Also, the car is named City of Sparks. This car was originally named for the Pullman Company, Houston. This coach was used on the Southern Pacific Railroad many years ago, and also it was part of the heavyweight passenger trains many years ago as well. Then later it was sold to the Southern Pacific Railroad, and later it was renumbered 132, and it probably never had the name City of Sparks, or maybe it did. And for many years it was used on heavyweight passenger trains and was used at the back end as well. Then later on it was retired and it was then moved to Lillard Park and is adjacent to the Sparks Heritage Museum in Sparks, Nevada, where it is today. And also when it arrived, it was renamed City of Sparks, which it is today. Today it is preserved here where it is today, and you can also visit the interior of the car as well. Well, I hope you all enjoyed learning about trains with me today, Matthew Lapp, Train Guy. Also, I hope to see you all again real soon, and if you didn't subscribe to the channel yet, the subscribe button is just down below the video screen, and if you didn't give the Facebook page a like yet, here's where you'll want to go, and if you didn't give the Instagram page a follow yet, here's where you want to go as well. Also, be sure to get your merch at teesprings.com, the link is in the description box below, along with the Facebook and Instagram pages. As always, remember to subscribe to the Train Guy. So this is Matthew Lapp, host of Matthew Lapp Train Guy, signing out. Until next time, all aboard.